Have you sometimes felt like maybe it's time to try something different? Maybe I should look into a more plant-based diet. Maybe I might look better. Maybe I might feel better. And I probably would be a lot healthier, let's face it, on a plant-based diet. But that's only if it's a healthy plant-based diet. You mustn't get confused with a plant-based diet full of junk food. That isn't healthy. So today we're going to discuss the benefits of being on a plant-based diet. My name's Sophie Oliver. I spent the last 30 years in the beauty industry, the last 20 years in the focus on health and wellness, and the last 11 years as a vegan, and about 4 years before that as a vegetarian. So for me personally, my reasons for becoming vegan, well, number one was I love animals and I wouldn't want to kill an animal myself. So if it came down to me having to go out there and kill the animal, well, I wouldn't do it. Number two was something more to do with the sort of karma around it and the energy. I really believe in energy and just energy in general. And for me, having watched videos on animals going to abattoirs, which obviously we don't see that much, it's not really in the public eye for various, well, obvious reasons, I should say. But I really sense a lot of fear, and like these animals are quite petrified, often urinating themselves kind of like in the process. So for me personally, that's not the type of energy I want to be consuming. And lastly, a lot of these animals in this farming kind of agriculture are given a lot of drugs. So they're given antibiotics, things like dairy cows, their udder will drag along the floor and they might get infections. They're giving, all the mastitis they get from breastfeeding, if you like, fake breastfeeding. So they're given a lot of hormones and antibiotics and just general growth hormones and other things that I just personally wouldn't want to put in my body. So those are my three main reasons for me being vegan. But let's talk about the health benefits, because there are major health benefits, obviously, of a plant-based lifestyle. So number one is immune system. Your immune system, it really can boost and strengthen your immune system. Now, health starts in the gut. You may have heard this. A lot of your immune system, the gateway to your immune system is in the gut. So if you think about foods, and you've probably heard before people talking about eat the rainbow, because of course we are blessed with such amazing colors, right? If you think about all of the fruits and all of the vegetables, I mean, we've got everything, the whole rainbow is covered. So when you think about peppers, I mean, you've got three colors of peppers. You've got yellow, red, orange, green, four colors. You've got things like beetroot, red cabbage, all of these things, amazing colors. Orange carrots, for example. Now, all of those colors come from phytochemicals in the plants. And phytochemicals are what help to keep our body in balance. So a lot of external stress can come to our body in the form of free radicals. So that's like from environmental issues around us. It could be the sun, it could be pollution. And so what happens is when we eat all of these phytochemicals, it helps to neutralize and put our body more into balance. Now, number two thing that's really important is inflammation. Inflammation is something that can cause disease. And the great thing about a plant-based diet, eating a very, very rich diet with plants and vegetables, is that it reduces inflammation. It reduces inflammation. Basically, the free radicals that I was talking about before that are caused by, environmental aggressors, if you like. So what happens is they grab onto all the phytochemicals in the plants that you're eating, grab onto the free radicals and help to neutralize them. So it does help to keep inflammation at bay. Obviously, there are certain foods like the seeds of tomatoes, which apparently are not good for inflammation. So you need to obviously do your own research there. But in general, fruits and vegetables are very good for this reduction in inflammation, which means that you're a lot healthier. So the next thing is that it helps you to maintain a healthy weight. Obviously, weight is really important in keeping disease and things at bay. There's a lot of cancers that are much more prevalent in people that are overweight. So by eating a lot more fiber, by being much more cautious of what you eat, cutting out a lot of high fat foods, eating good fat foods, then you can really help with healthy weight. And combined with exercise, of course, which is very important, which I need to do more of myself, then we can be on the really good path to maintaining a healthy weight. And the final thing, which is basically been covered in all of the previous points I made, is it does lower disease. So it's not just cancers that they say plant-based diet can benefit. It's things like heart disease, stroke, things like arthritis, other types of diseases as well. So all in all, a plant-based diet is something well worth trying. And if you need any inspiration, I've written a blog post about how I transitioned personally to a plant-based diet. Now, it can be tricky in the beginning, and you need to make substitutions, but obviously you want to try and make the right substitutions. So I'm going to link that below. So feel free to go and have a look at that. And if you've been through this journey yourself, then I'd love to hear about your experiences. And if you have any questions or you want to share anything, then let us know. And why don't you just give it a go? Why don't you just try a couple of days a week, or just decide that next week's going to be your plant-based week? But just remember to try and keep it as healthy as possible, and then you will experience a lot more vitality. So that's all from me for now, and I hope you have the best health, and I wish you the longest life.